Good morning. Today we'll discuss Assessment 2, Reflection on Work Experience at Horizon Accountants. First we'll discuss the introduction, then background research, reflection on activities, knowledge and skills, future ambition, reflective practice in lifelong learning, further opportunities for development, conclusion, then references. Introduction. The organisation of Horizon Accountants has been successfully operating in the public accounting industry for more than 40 years, establishing a profound reputation in reliable and accurate tax and accounting services towards the firm's many clients within the Midwest region. With the privilege of being able to perform workplace experience at a highly regarded professional accountancy firm has given me the opportunity to try the tasks that taxation accountants perform. Examples include capital gains registers, GST reporting, along with how to prepare financial statements and income tax returns for different kinds of entities. Background research. Performing background research on the tax legislation has given me confidence when completing income tax returns and individuals and for businesses. Also studying capital gains tax and how it's calculated gave an insight on how the cost base of an asset is recorded. Background research is important in the taxation industry as it gives knowledge on how permanent records are kept, information on how business decisions are made, and how certain computerized programs work behind the scenes. Reflection on activities, knowledge and skills. Keeping up to date with technology, Horizon accountants keep their records electronic, which gave me experience using online document manager, namely Nimbus. With downloading and uploading documents within the document manager, gave an insight on how the practice stores and manages work papers and supporting documents. This differs from previous experience as a taxation accountant, where in the past, documents were stored physically on paper and in client folders. Given some sole trader businesses are completed in Excel, this gave me the opportunity to complete profit and loss statements using pivot tables, in which I learned in a previous university unit. I also learned how to perform this year, last year analysis, which gave an insight on whether everything has been included in the profit and loss. For example, there is no GST on interest paid, and therefore it got missed from the quarterly business activity statements. However, it got noticed when compared to last year's figures in the profit and loss statement. With some clients having investments, property and shares, capital gains tax registers needed to be updated. With the use of Microsoft Excel, I updated the registers for the current year, which included researching shared registries for DRP information. Updating capital gains cost-based amounts yearly is a requirement for a taxation accountant, for which information gets stored in the permanent section of the client folder for later use when the client sells. I learned what information to record when studying capital gains tax at university. When a client's business activity statements are completed internally, MYB online cash books are being used. When completing financial statements, the data is imported into MYB work papers. These work papers gave me experience on how journal entries are recorded for any adjustments that need to be made. Working out the adjustments, I used this year, last year analysis, which I learned completing work experience at Horizon Accountants. This gave indicators on the accounts that needed to that needed to be investigated and or changed. With the ability to have good organisational skills, gave me an advantage when supporting work papers in a logical order for review. Having good communication skills, written and oral, was a necessity, especially when asking for advice regarding a particular topic or giving advice to a client regarding taxation matters. Future ambition. Studying a Bachelor of Accounting degree gives background knowledge on information that taxation accountants need to perform their duties. Given 2 weeks work experience, I have gained a small amount of exposure to the industry, which gave me a broader perspective on the tasks that taxation accountants perform. I enjoyed creating schedules in Excel, creating financial statements, and completing tax returns. This experience gave a perspective that what is being studied is background knowledge only, and how taxation accountants perform their duties is completely different. Continuing studying Bachelor of Accounting will give me more background knowledge on how accounting and taxation works and how certain computerized programs work behind the scenes. I enjoyed my 2 weeks work experience as a taxation accountant, and I look forward to finishing my studies and gaining employment as a graduate accountant. Reflective practice in lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is an ongoing process of acquiring knowledge and skills throughout life. By reflecting on both successes and failures, learners can continue to grow, refine their skills, and improve their ability to adapt to new situations. Reflection encourages deeper thinking and helps people connect between theory and practice. Reflecting on past experiences helps learners develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills, which are essential for complex real-world challenges. Further opportunities for development. When self-assessing my ability as a taxation accountant, there are many improvements that could be made. Being a shy person, completing personal development courses to gain confidence within myself, especially with public speaking, would be beneficial. Also completing courses on various accounting software packages to broaden my understanding and to make myself competent and efficient. Being able to be productive while being accurate is the main objective for being a taxation accountant, with confidence being key. In conclusion, the 75 hours workplace experience gave me an understanding on what it's like being a taxation accountant. Being able to reflect on my experience has given me the opportunity to acknowledge that being a taxation accountant is not just about knowing the tax legislation, but it is also about being able to adapt to any type of accounting software and have the ability to produce a set of financial statements or work papers, whether using MYOB or Microsoft Excel. Completing income tax returns is not just about inserting numbers in fields, but it is also about supporting your workings so the reviewer can approve your work. There is more to becoming a taxation accountant than the studies performed in the Bachelor of Accounting degree. You also need to learn the company's policies and procedures to know how certain tasks are completed. Thank you, and please find following references that I used to complete this assessment.